everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I've been on here. Like, this is insane. I have just been, what have I been doing? Graduating from college. I've been getting married. I don't have my ring on today. Excuse my fingernails. But my ring is getting fixed and I moved into a new house and I'm like, I want to record again. So I'm recording YouTube videos again and I hope you guys like them. I'm back at it again. I'm going to be doing videos 5 days a week in October. So I hope you guys like these fall makeup looks, fall hairstyles, fall lookbooks, you know, whatever is going to come this month. I hope you guys enjoy them. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below. Today I'm doing this really pretty makeup look. It's inspired by a fall leaf. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's get started. So to start off, I just put a little bit of tape underneath my eyes. It just helps to create a precise line when you're applying the shadow. And then I'm going to prime my lids with the Lorac primer. And I'm just applying that all over my eyelid. I love this primer just because it makes everything stick really well. Excuse my nails. I need to paint them. Then I'm going to take a fluffy brush from Morphe and I'm just going to tap it in this light brown shade on the top row. And I'm going to go in my crease here. Just in windshield wiper motions, go back and forth through the crease. Really blending that out. And what I love about the tape is you can be a little bit messy with it, and so you can even put your brush onto the tape. Then I'm going to take a little bit darker shade right next to that light brown shade and tap off the excess, and I'm going to go right over that again, right over the same brown, just to create depth and contour in the eye. And I'm using the same fluffy brush. I notice when you layer the colors like this, it just makes the eye look a lot more interesting. It has more depth and more character. Sounds funny, we're talking about eyeshadow, but it's the truth. So you're just going to keep blending so you have no harsh lines. So after I do that, I'm going to take my Trestique Venetian Gold Mini Shadow Crayon. It's just this really pretty gold, and I'm just going to put that on my eyelid. I'm going to rub that all over my eye, and once you get a little bit on there, you just kind of can take your finger and blend that all over the eye. It's almost creating this gold kind of green shade that you see on fall leaves. To layer over the crayon I just did, we're going to take this shimmery gold shade right here, tap off the excess, and we're just going to pat the gold all over this eyelid, everywhere you put the crayon. My stomach is growling. I'm starving. I also need to go grocery shopping. Wife life. So once you pack that gold glitter all over the eye, then I'm going to take this really fun glitter that broke. It's by Blinky. I'm so sad it broke, but it's in the shade Tangerine Light. It looks really red in the packaging, but when you put it on your brush, it actually is pretty orangey. And what you're going to do with that, or any, if you don't have this one, any shimmery, this shade in the Morphe palette also could do. You can kind of mix these shades to create this red rosy color. if you don't have this one. But I just love this and I can't wait to play with it. I think I got it in my Ipsy bag actually. It's beautiful. So what I'm going to do with this is just use this same flat shader brush and tap it in the outer corners. It's kind of like a foiled shadow. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. Like I just want to like rub my body in it. So this is why I do my eyes first, is just because this glitter can create a lot of fallout, which this has been really good actually. I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of fallout here. But I'm going to take this all the way down to the tape. Can you hear my stomach? Like, someone please feed me. Now that I've done the outer corners with the kind of red orangey shade, the glitter, I'm going to take that in a halo in my crease here and kind of glide that in the crease, not coming below the crease though. Just kind of being real precise with that, and I'm just using this same brush again. You're going to go back in with this brown shade here, same brush. And I'm just putting that everywhere that rosy color isn't. So now I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade here. And I'm just going to pack that in the outer corners. Just over the red. I'm going to barely bring that into the crease as well. Taking a fluffier shader brush, and I'm going to go right into this green here. I'm just going to dab that green sparkly color in the center of my eyelid. I'm going to add a little bit darker brown to the outer corner. If you want to leave it like this, you definitely can. I kind of just want to smoke it out a little bit, so I'm just using a dark matte brown shade in the Morphe palette. I'm just tapping it on the outer corners. After you do that, I'm going to line my eyes. I'm using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. Today I'm going in with my absolute favorite Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in Illuminating. This doesn't have a lot of coverage, but I just love to use it in the fall because it's very moisturizing. Oh, and yeah, I'm just not using a brush for this. I'm just using my fingers. Make sure your hands are clean. And I just take that all down my neck. I'm getting pretty pale. Went on my honeymoon and I got this spray tan. And after it, I'm like, oh, I'm looking so good. Like on my wedding day, I loved it. And then now I'm like pale as a ghost. I'm like, I guess it's good for Halloween, but it's not very attractive. I got this Bye Bye Under Eye Waterproof concealer underneath my eyes. And this is very full coverage. And I don't have my beauty blender next to me, so I'm just using my synthetic brush. But like, look at that coverage though. It looks so good. The worst under eye circles ever. I'm just going in and covering up with that Bye Bye Under Eye concealer all over my face because I love it so much. And I'm even taking it down my neck a bit. I'm going to take my brush, my synthetic flat top kabuki that I just used for my under eyes, I'm going to take my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer, and I'm going to contour with this. So I'm just getting a little bit on my brush, and it's kind of just a cream contour. I'm going to go right underneath my cheekbones. And I love this because it's just a very natural contour shade. You can just go right underneath your cheekbones and underneath your jawline and on your forehead. And I'm going to take my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil powder. Honestly, I don't even know what shade it is. I think it's just the chocolate one. Regular chocolate one. Chocolate sounds so good right now. I want to eat it. So, just took that on my contour brush, and I'm going to go right over the cream contour. But I'm not going to go as far down as I did with the cream contour. I'm going to keep this powder just back to about right here. I'm just going to blend it up. You never want to bring that contour down because that's totally doing just like the opposite effect of what you want this to do. You want everything with your contour to lift your face, and bringing it down below your cheekbone would just bring your face down. You don't want that. So, do the same thing on the other side. Blend it up. I'm just going to go underneath my jawbone. Now that I did that, I'm going to kind of let that set for a second, and I'm going to move on to brows. So I'm just going to brush out my brows. I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Brow Pencil in Universal Brow. I was using the Anastasia one for a while, but I really enjoy this one. I just think it's so blendable, and it has a little good curve to it. The Anastasia one does now too, but I've kind of just stuck with this one. It's my BFF. You're my buddy. You always want to make this inner corner a little bit lighter than the end of your brows, the tail of your brows. So after you do all, oh, really? I'm an idiot. Anyway, after you do that and get that out of your hair, we're going to do underneath our eyes and then finish up our eyes, and then we'll move on to blush and highlight after that. I'm going to go right underneath the lash line with that dark brown shade and a small angled brush. Just keep smoking. Smoking is good in this situation. It doesn't affect the lungs. I'm going to take this same blinky red shade, orange shade, whatever it is. I'm going to go right underneath the brown liner that we just applied. So the blush I'm going to be using today is, I used to use this blush all the time, and I thought it was like the best thing on earth. It's called The One by Bare Minerals. I don't know why I stopped using it, but let's try it again. I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush. It's just a blush brush. Put some on there. It's kind of like this rosy shade too. Do y'all see that? I'm just going to smile. Just rose up the cheeks. This is pretty. I'm going to be using the Velour lashes. They are real silk lashes, and I've worn them before. They're from the Fluff and Thick collection, and you can get these at Sephora. But they're a little pricey, girl. They're a little pricey, so they're falling off, but they're like 20 bucks. They're so pretty. I really enjoy these. These lashes are so fluttery and so fun though. Like, they're not like everyday lashes, but they're like, ooh, I want to go out kind of lashes. Like, look at that. Oh, girl! Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. freaking love those lashes. Okay, so I'm going to make my under eyes a little bit more intense with some more black mascara. For the lips, I'm going to use this Italia liner, and it's in the shade Natural. Just going to line the lips here. So then I'm going to take Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D. Just go over the liner. I just went in with this Meet Matte Hues color, and it's in the color Committed Long Lasting Lipstick from the Balm. I'm going right over Bow and Arrow with that. Then I'm going to take the Gleam Kit by Anastasia and go into Mimosa and Starburst. And I'm going to go right on the top of the cheekbones. And also my eyelid and above the eyebrow. This C shape. And I go a little bit on my nose too. And if you want to go on your collarbones, you can do that too, girl. And just kind of go all over. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any other video ideas you would like me to do, you can leave them in the comments down below. And other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!